And as promised, I want to take you live to Kisumu, where we do understand President William Ruto is touring the Nyanza region for the next 4 days or so. It started today, and of course he addressed earlier in the construction of the Kanyagwal Fisheries and the Aquaculture Center of Excellence in Kisumu. I do understand that we do have our reporter Wycliffe there. Wycliffe, if you can hear me, good afternoon and good to see you. But what else did the President promise to the residents of Kisumu?
Thank you so much, Abdi Aziz Hashim, back in Nairobi. But of course, this is the first of the 4 days that the president will be in this region. Of course, we know that the president has been visiting various regions. He has been the coastal region, the central region, and most recently the western region. And this time he is in Nyanza region for 4 days, basically to launch various development projects that are aligned to the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. And according to the itinerary that we've been able to see, that was shared to us with the spokesperson, State House spokesperson, that Hussein Mohammed. The president has been scheduled to launch just so various projects, and of course to kickstart it, we were with him at the Kanyagwal Fisheries Institute, where he broke ground for the construction of that Center of Excellence. Straight away from there, the president headed to break ground again for yet another level 4 hospital that is in Ogenya sub-county in Siaya County. Here from there, right now as we speak, the president, that is the ceremony he is presiding over. From there, he's going to open a laboratory lab at the Mubula Training Institute. And of course, from there, the president will come straight here to where we are for the homecoming ceremony for Game Member of Parliament, that is Elisha Odhiambo. And if you can see just basically behind me here, this is a tent that has been erected here for the locals here to come and hear from the head of state. And you can see people have already gathered here, waiting the president to hear from him. Of course, he will talk about the various development projects that he has come to commission here, and of course, being this region being an area that have voted with the opposition for quite a long time on pause. We can't really prehend, but then we know probably political remarks will also dominate here, and we are here basically to take remark of that and inform our viewers appropriately. But before the president comes, let me just engage one of the former MPs from this region. This is Sylvanus Osele, that is the former MP for Kabondo Kasipul, just basically to share with us what is this major expectation as the president visits this region, and what does that visit means for the region, basically. Mashimia, if you can just basically look here, look into the camera. This is KBC Lunchtime Bulletin. The coming of the president, basically, in the most basic terms, what does it mean for the region?
The region is anxious and happy. Actually, we are surprised and perplexed at how people have turned up to receive the president. We started from Kabonyo Fisheries and Aquaculture Training Center. The crowd that came there, it was impossible even to use the dome that was erected for the president. That tells you how the region has accepted the coming of the president, because basically it's a development tour, and the kind of projects that are being initiated are mega projects. Like the Kabonyo Fisheries project is a 3 billion project, and the groundbreaking and the contractor is already on site to start the work. Is a big thing to that area, because it's also going to control the flood around that area. So the 4-day span of president visits is a welcome across this region. And we also even thank all the leaders across this region, because we have seen acceptance, including those who are in the other mrengo mwingine wa kisiasa. Tunaona wamekubali mambo ya development, raisi akikuja wakae pamoja. We have not seen any negative activism. The region is welcoming the president, and it's more massive this time round. Everywhere he has gone to, it has practically become impossible to go with the normal arrangement. We have to get another arrangement that can accommodate all the crowds. So I think this is a welcome. But as we are also happy because he's visiting 4 counties of Luo Nyanza, spanning from Migori all the way to Kisumu to Siaya, and all these are development programs. Either one is being initiated or is being commissioned. Personally, I'm also the head of delivery secretariat for Western and Nyanza. And we went across all these projects. The last mile connectivity in water projects is massive, increasing the number of connectivities. And then when you come to the Kabonyo one, that's another big project. When we are here is just launching a digital lab next. And those who are undertaking training there will move back to their wards, where the ICT hubs are also being initiated by national governments. So they will have ward-based center for ICT. And finally now, it is also good for us to appreciate that the president, despite the fact that this region never voted for him, he has accepted to work with everybody across Kenya. And as we feel our people are very happy, and we are also leading them to work together with the president.
Thank you so much. Abdiaziz, that is one of the political leaders from this region, just telling us that the welcome of the president, of course, he has alluded that the coming has been a welcome, and the president has been welcomed by a majority of the people from this region. And of course, that just explains the anxiety and how anxious the residents of this region were when they heard that the president is coming, and they have, of course, given him a very warm welcome, because even the leaders themselves, the remarks that have come from them is that they're insisting on the collaborative work between the national government and the county government, and of course all leaders across the political divide, all the sake for the implementation of the development plan by the Kenya Kwanza administration. One thing that I can't really forget to mention, even as we wind up this update, is the Sondu clashes that have that erupted, that is on the night of Tuesday, that have claimed lives and also led to the destruction of property. The president made it very clear that he has directed the Ministry of Interior to apprehend, or rather to fast-track the apprehension of those that were involved in such skirmishes for prosecution. And he has also sent a very stern warning that those that will be caught to have participated in such skirmishes, they won't be dealt with in a very, they will be dealt with squarely, just the same, with the same force that those causing mayhem in the Rift Valley region are dealt with. Well, we are expecting the president here, like I've mentioned, as we speak, he is in Ogenya. From there, he will come to Game for the launch of a digital laboratory. From there straight, he will come here for the homecoming ceremony of the Member of Parliament for this area, that is Alicia Odhiambo. And where here we will take note, of course, of every remark from himself and other political leaders. This time we haven't seen the deputy president like it was in the Western Kenya and the regions that is visited, but we know the deputy also had other engagements. He has been accompanied by various government officials, among them the majority leader in the National Assembly, that is Ikimani Ichung'wah. And of course, like I've mentioned, we'll be keen on every remark that are being made here, and we'll update our viewers promptly in the subsequent bulletins. For now, Abdiaziz, back to you in studio for the rest of the coverage of the lunchtime bulletin.
So much. That is our reporter Wycliffe, just following the president in his 4-day tour, which started today in the Nyanza region. It started with Kisumu. Have you just heard from Wycliffe? There are some that are being launched today, others are being initiated in the coming days as well.